you gonna spin the wheel whether or not we're turning Kuykendahl into a sheep this time?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so for a couple of y'all, if you haven't taken a look at the thing that I put out in the party chat, for the people that have avatars, for you guys that don't worry about it.
To get the best outcome out of these negotiations, paying attention to Putin's
this will give you like a good overview of like how to play interplayer level stuff, and then like interlace your characters because you're kind of playing two characters at once. Josh, did you get what I sent to you in your Discord chat?
All that impressive outfit that we watch.
Did you send it to me directly in the chat on the hashtag, or how did you send it to me?
Yeah, it should be on the hashtag of Baltan, I think. Yeah.
Frozen $300 billion of Russian money. That's a third area.
Who has their TV on? It's kind of muffling.
A situation where
Oh, sorry.
Russian news? Yeah.
No, I'm watching Fox News. What are you talking about?
Same thing.
Exactly. No,
Same thing.
yeah. I was like, wait.
I mean, I can put Russian news too, but it's night over there. There's nothing going on.
Fox takes over.
Yeah, I was gonna wait. Didn't the Trump and Putin thing start?
Well, it's already finished. That's
it's
what I'm
already
watching.
done. It's already done. All right. So anyway, that's the Avatar game structure. Give that a quick read whenever you can. It will open you up to some ideas of what you can do and how you can play your avatars and how you can use them better. Right? So here we go. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Here we go. You're all sitting in the bar, and I was going to fast forward time, guys, but we're just going to pick up where we left off because I didn't want to go through and have to do another Trial Stone of Days. We already got all that. This is a good way to pick it up anyway, so we'll just go from here. You all hear the town bells announcing that there is going to be an addressing of the town. Outside, people start to flow into the streets.
We all hear what?
The town bells going off because there's going to be an announcement to the town after the disaster.
Scurry to the door and peek out the door.
I'm heading out.
Because that's what I do. I have to see.
Marjorie, Thalion, Baltan, and Lucian. Are you going to stay in the bar or go out for the address?
I would go out and just hover in the doorway. I would have listed, but I don't want to.
I will share his standing space.
Kuykendahl, you're going out onto the street, right? Baltan and Thalion?
I'm
gonna be the last to leave, but I'm going to go outside.
Stay in the bar, and I'll just.
You're familiar to
watch it.
And Marjorie. So Kuykendahl, Thalion, and Marjorie are going out into the street. Lucian and Americus are occupying the same space in the doorway to the tavern. Let me clean up a lot of this water. Wait, will that clear just that? Cool, it didn't clear my other icons. That's good. And with these bodies, I know that he was going to spend some of his time doing all that. And we'll get into some of those actions here in a little bit because we're probably going to speed through this day given the fact that there's a lot of cleanup actions that need to be done. So it'll be just done by turns, right? Kuykendahl, Marjorie, and Americus and Lucian are standing at the door. Thalion is there, and there is your bird. All right. Any particular positioning that you guys want to take in front of the magistrate's balcony where everybody's going to be lining up?
Right up front, I guess.
So, zooming in. They're out on the balcony waiting. So, there.
That's good, dude.
Let's put the bird on the top of the roof there.
On the roof next to him?
Like above him.
That'll work. Good position. I think that's about it for really Karen. Alright, there we go. Sun rises over Tropica with a pale, hesitant light. The storm is past. Its violence now lingers only in shattered roof tiles, soaked ground, and a water line that is the tattoo for the broken storm that came across Tropica, already enraptured in tragedy. Broken carts, half submerged in puddles, and the lingering scent of salt and smoke. Water drains slowly from the city's dirt streets, collecting in alleys, flowing through cracks in the walls. Workers begin to emerge from their homes, shops, and their hovels. Against the light, children clutching their toys and tools alike, as if to make sure they still have both. Overhead, the bells of the town toll out, carrying a new weight. Not divine, not ritual, but a summoning. A call for prayer, not for a call for prayer, but a call for reckoning. The people gather drenched, weary, and grieving. The faces in the crowd are changed. Some are freshly bandaged, some are missing loved ones. All of them bear the storm's mark and the tragedy of the explosion between the clerics and the paladins. In front of the magistrate's mansion, up on the balcony, it seems to be clear. At its center, a magistrate, Acarius Silverstone, garbed in formal black and green robes, stands out before this crowd. He seems to be somewhat damp, but his shoulders are squared and his face shows the heavy toll of leadership. He looks not like a ruler, but a man who has stood too close to tragedy too many times. The magistrate raises his hand to quiet the crowd slightly. People of Tropica, in the past few days we have endured much. First, the silence of the thrones, the shadows beneath our feet, and yet, yesterday, the sea itself tried to take us. But the people of Tropica still stand. I have walked the streets already. I have helped some of you get your homes in order. I have held your children's hands as I helped them from puddles. I have helped bury some of the dead, and I do not stand above you. I stand among you. Tropica has always been a place between the church and the crown, between the sea and sand, between the mountains and the oceans. But perhaps it's time to stop being between and begin our own journey. Today we do not mourn what was lost. We build what must be reborn. His words settle over the crowds. Lucian's ears hear these words, and it sinks in deeply to him. With everything that he has realized recently about his father, you can feel a twinge of curiosity as if you're about to put something together. Lucian, roll perception, please.
Ooh, baby. Not 20.
Oh, nice. You can feel a force. It almost seems like it's arcane, like your magic that you have, but it's something different. It's not divine. It's not arcane. You feel your pouch rustle. It feels like something is in there.
I grab it, but from the outside.
You can feel something new inside of your pouch that wasn't there a moment ago.
I'm gonna open it up and rummage through it.
You look inside of your pouch and you find a letter, folded and sealed with the magistrate's seal on it. You know that no hand has touched you.
I'm gonna tuck it back into my pouch and just turn away and walk back into the tavern.
At this point, Delia steps forward and her voice strikes out over the crowd. The sound of wooden wheels and heavy hooves start to roll in on the far side of the city. Marjorie, Kuykendahl, and Thalion, please roll perception.
Understood? No. 22.
Margaroni and Thalioroni Baroni. Kuykendahl, with that, I can tell you what you do get is you notice the caravans are arriving in Tropica at the western gate. Thalion, you notice the caravans are here as well.
I rolled 18.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Sorry about that. No, you would see that the caravans are pulling up as well. Kuykendahl, with your distance and with your roll, Thalion, with your distance and your roll, y'all would get a little bit more. You would see that there's an extra caravan here than the normal one that arrives. There's actually two, and one of them seems to be of a different style. Y'all don't have the experience to know where it's from. Americus would, but Delia steps forward. This city has blood, and we must not let that blood water the roots of corruption. I have written to my cousin, His Majesty King Malak Kittrick, to report the failings of the church's presence here. The politics, their infighting, and their abandonment of duty have cost us dearly. We no longer seek to serve blindly. We ask instead for the right to shape our own path. Tropica has its own voice, and it speaks now. She turns her head and looks towards the tavern. There is one among us, a cleric of great heart who has stood with the people even when her own order turned against her. A woman who I greatly admire and who was falsely imprisoned and whose courage in the face of darkness has brought hope when the gods were silent. Her courage is exactly what Tropica and the entire Southern Coalition of Talamar needs now. By my authority as noble kin to the King of Talamar, and with his sanction, I hereby pardon Cleric Marjorie Payne, and name her the new Arch-Cleric of the Southern Coalition of Talamar. Let her rebuild what others tried to burn. Let us rebuild together. My letter will go out to the kingdoms, and I assure you that my cousin stands behind the Southern Coalition. There is a shocked silence, the murmurs, and then first claps. People turn to you, Marjorie, and start to applaud you. There are a few that pat you on your shoulders, and there are a few that place their hand upon their head and kneel.
I clap my hands.
I'm gonna start backing away back into the bar.
Acarius sees you backing away. He steps forward and he says, Marjorie herself is a very humble woman. I ask you all as a favor, do not try to get too much from her in this moment of transition. She still must get the temple in order and start filing to take care of everything we need to service you, our people, here in Tropica and throughout the entire Southern Coalition. Please be patient with her and give her your patience and any support she may need. This is a trying time for us all, but for her it shall be truly daunting. So she shall be the one that stands between us and the church. Magistrate stands up and he says, Tropica will stand, but not alone. I let you all know that the gnomes and the dwarves of Gran have arrived here in Tropica, and they have pledged their support to help found the capital of the Southern Coalition of Talamar here in Tropica. Their wisdom and strength will protect the Southern Coalition. But here, within our walls, Tropica will guard itself. We are no longer a city waiting to be saved. We are a shield and hammer of our own devising. To lead this new defense, we welcome a name many of you may know. Marcellus Cantor of Lagos, the city in the far east near the bishops. A hero of the West March rebellions, will serve as commander of the Tropica Guard. Welcome, Marcellus Cantor, the dancer. And to unite our forces across the southern lands, a leader has risen through action, not words. I am proud to name my son Callum. Once a stranger to our soil, has proven himself again and again. He is hereby named Commander of the Southern Talamar Coalition Militia. That's a tongue twister. Today, we take back our future. No more waiting, no more watching. From this day on, Tropica stands for Tropica, and we will reveal all the lies that have been told to us. We will support those that are different, and we will banish the ignorance of yesteryear and bring forth a new land where freedom and choice reigns. Tropica for Tropica by Tropicans. There is a silence and then a growing roar. The crowd begins to cheer and everyone begins to stand up and clap and cheer and be extremely happy with this. Tropica for Tropicans. They begin to chant for Tropica, Tropica for Tropica. The storm may have broken the city's walls, but from its heart, the people have now risen with new freedoms. They turn and proceed back into their mansion.
I'm gonna let everybody know I'm very suspicious.
That's the speech. At this time, Kuykendahl, Harlan approaches you and he says, Boyo, what say you and I get started on that boat? Promise, my man.
Harlan, did you survive the storm well?
We're fine. We built a sturdy house, much like a ship. If it did blow away, it would just float, and I would drive the damn thing back.
Alright, man. Let's go ahead and take off, dude. Lead the way, my man.
So you head off there. Alright. Thalion, as you and Marjorie are heading back to the bar, Tobin runs up to you. Mr. Thalion.
Yes.
Hey, I have a letter to deliver to Marjorie. I saw her around here a second ago. Do you know where she's at?
No, she just disappeared. She was right here. I don't know.
Would you mind taking it to her?
Sure.
He hands you over a letter, and he says, don't tell anybody I did this. I'm just a little bit backed up. I gotta be on my way.
What was your first and last name?
I'm Tobin Rere. I deliver all the packages and the summons and the letters for the town.
Don't tell anyone you did what?
Exactly, my friend.
I nod my head.
And then he hauls ass off. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice Tomlin leaning against a set of barrels, watching you.
I meander over to him.
I take
What you looking at, Buster?
I'm looking at a beast of evil proportions.
And who do you speak of?
You. I know what you are.
Oh, really?
You cannot be allowed to exist in this type of society. I've seen what you do. You can't contain it for long. You will kill. And when you do, it will be someone close to you. Oh shit! Sorry, didn't see that. That's a hit. Damage 8. Damaged. It's done. Since that's your surprise action, we got
What a
that.
roll,
You say?
roll backwards afterward.
You're rolled backwards. His action, he is going to throw down a smoke bomb and disengage.
Sneaky.
And that is a hit as he's trying to disengage. Damage. He's got to roll to see if he can. Where the hell is the thing? There we are. Roll perception.
Good fail.
Yep. The grocer's junk piles.
Solves that problem.
I thought, I literally, when he rolled a 10 on that. Oh, did I not roll that to everyone? Oh, I didn't.
No.
Sorry with that. I need to change my thing to everyone. Sorry. He only rolled a 10. I for sure thought Thalion's perception was going to be way higher than that. I thought Tomlin was about to be dead right now. And I was going to go, well, storyline pruned.
Also, if we're being completely fair, if he threw down a smoke bomb as an action, then Will would hit him at disadvantage. And then if he has disengaged as a bonus action, Will wouldn't get an opportunity attack anyway.
I was just trying to give him the opportunity to kill him. Because that's what he wanted, obviously. So I at least try to give him the opportunity.
Absolutely. First, ask questions later.
So, all right, that's finished.
I highly doubt he'll be sitting across the road from me looking at me again. He'll probably need to sit in a bush.
At least keep your glaring to yourself, motherfucker. Back inside the tavern. There we go. Some men start coming in with, all right, Lucian and you are in. Kuykendahl is gone. Marjorie is there. Thalion, were you heading back into the tavern?
Yes.
Thalion, you come in. There are some gentlemen starting to show up with parts for a distillery.
Great.
They come in and they're like, this is where the distillery is supposed to go, right?
In the basement.
All right, sir. We'll get started. And they start bringing the stuff down. All right, guys. Free play. Go ahead.
Marjorie,
Yes.
I have a letter for you. And I hand it to Marjorie.
I open the letter and start reading it. What am I seeing in the letter?
About to tell you. Hold on. Okay. At the top it says, Royal Decree and Clerical Appointment by command of His Majesty King Malak Kiltrich, House of Kiltrich, High Seal of Talamadun, to Cleric Marjorie Payne, by noble authority and in consultation with the Southern Coalition of Talama. The Crown recognizes your unwavering service, your devotion to the face of heresy and your defense of the innocent during recent tragedies that struck Tropica and its surrounding territories. You are hereby pardoned of all accusations levied against you, regardless of your origin or office. Furthermore, by decree of the King Malakiltrich, and under the guidance of House Silvertongue, you are appointed Arch-Cleric of the Southern Coalition of Talma, acting as the spiritual head and supreme guardian of the people's faith across all cities and towns and way stations under the Coalition's protection. You shall oversee the temples, shrines within the Southern Coalition's domain, establishing training, sanctuary rites for clerics and the faithful displaced by conflict. Mediate between noble houses of the Church of Ten Thrones and tensions threatened with peace. Speak on behalf of the people in divine matters, especially where politics have poisoned truth. Enclosed is the key to the Temple of Outer Grace. Once sealed following the purge of clerics, it is yours now. Let it be reclaimed not with vengeance, but with grace, light, and clarity. The Temple of Outer Grace is now yours and under your command. You are the flame in the southern dark, Arch-Cleric. Walk wisely. Signed in the light of the God's Eye Watch. King Malakiltrich, King of Talma. Co-signed by Delia Silvertongue, Lady of Tropica, and Magistrate Arcarius Silvertongue.
What sounds like a lot of work? You can read it to us?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. I've been appointed to be an Arch-Cleric, believe it or not.
They told us that outside. What does the letter say?
It says that I'm pardoned, and I'm being appointed an Arch-Cleric. Signed King.
So what can you do now?
That is the question. I'm not sure.
Do you get a new house?
Well, apparently, I get a temple.
Can I have a room?
It depends.
I'm tired of sleeping on the woods.
I'm sure we can work something out, but I don't even know where the temple is.
You did. You've been there. That's where you do your devotions.
That's the one? Never mind. I know where it is.
It feels a little bit like a bribe, doesn't it?
Bribe for what?
Well, for no longer pursuing the truth. She was the seeker.
Oh, seeker. I thought you said liquor.
The seeker. Yeah, she was the seeker, supposed to search out the corruption that was here within the town. The unrest was ordered by Arcarius and probably more likely Delilah, or Dahlia, whatever her name is. And now they painted you as the villain, and now they've pardoned you and given you your predecessor's role. Don't ask questions, just be happy.
I see it exactly the same way. I was going to bring it up. It smells very fishy.
It does.
Wouldn't you just be a better seeker now?
Sorry?
Wouldn't you just be able to seek better now that you have no one in your way?
Well, yes, but she also
They
has
can't
more
take it away, can they?
Well, 100% they can. They gave it to her.
Well, also pay attention to what the magistrate said. Magistrate said that the city will no longer be the in-between. Marjorie shall stand in between the church and the kingdom for them now.
Well, I don't even know if she has power to decide on that.
Well,
my allegiance is to the king.
Right, and it seems like Tropica is trying to secede from the church, right? That's what it sounds like. Like Acarius and Dahlia, Delilah, I don't remember her name, my evil stepmother, trying to carve out the little fiefdom down here. The southern kingdom of Silvertongue. They're pulling away from the church. They're creating an internal strife within the current kingdom as a guise to break away. These are just my thoughts.
That makes sense. I still don't trust her or him. That's for sure.
No, not at all.
You don't need to trust them. Just use your new station.
You got the key. You can go unlock, and you can actually go inside the temple now.
The question is, do I have an army? Do they have an army?
You have a Thalion.
You're an arch-cleric. You've been basically tasked with rebuilding the clerics, but instead of the clerics of the Church of the Ten Thrones, you're the arch-cleric of the Southern Coalition of Talma. You've been charged with rebuilding the clerics of the Southern Coalition, or founding the clerics of the Southern Coalition.
And you have a Thalion and a bard?
Basically, and they're Catholics, right?
Exactly that.
Well, I was appointed by the king, not by magistrate.
Well, the magistrate's wife is sister of the king. She got him to write the thing that appointed you to be in charge. and then they
Does it-
want you to do this.
Well, does it mean that Keenan is okay with the whole idea of secession?
I have no idea. I don't
Nobody-
know if he's or
Yeah,
if they're tricking him.
there's no news coming from the capital.
We're not even sure the king's alive.
Yeah, this all just smells quite a bit. I think we need to leave the city.
I think so too.
Did you want to go to the camp?
I think we need to get out into the countryside, maybe move north and try and ascertain what is going on in this country.
I summon Bale, and I go outside.
Well, I didn't mean right this moment.
Scratch that.
A man walks in. A man you haven't seen in a while. Hello, my friends. I am back.
Just in time.
Thelbis, welcome. How was your trip?
Trip. Very sad. I heard that there was a storm. The place looks wonderful. You did good, Lucian. Good boy.
Yes, well, there was a bit of a staffing change, and I hired a new manager for you. So you can take more of a hands-off approach,
Oh,
and I
really?
think it'll run smoother.
Hello there, young lady. Are you the one he speaks of? Yes, I'm Glinda. I will make sure that this tavern runs smoothly, as long as me and my boyfriend have a place at the bar.
Also, Thelbis, we're getting the distillery up and running, because that rat problem sorted itself out, and we've cleaned, and the men are down there now, bringing the parts in, so...
Oh my word! This is amazing! I can't believe that this has happened. What would I ever do without you? Thelbis reaches down and picks up Americus and gives him a big hug. And he puts him down, then pats Marjorie on the shoulder. And he goes in for a big hug on Lucian. Thalion's already walking away.
And don't forget that Thalion brought the best like the herbs and the meat and all that stuff too.
The new dishes on the menu. I see that you've added a new dish on the menu. Are you sure we can constantly get the ingredients?
Probably not. You may have to contract that out. It was just something that you boys could get pretty easily, and it just supplemented the supplies that we had. It seems to be a favorite. Maybe put it on as a special, and
Okay.
it comes in, goes out, you can charge more.
Definitely. All right. I will go and start doing the books and settle up the money. I will pay you as soon as I have them done.
Don't work yourself too hard. I know it's been a stressful journey and a trying time for you. If you need to wait till tomorrow, that's okay too.
All right. So Thilba says, thank you very much. And he begins to talk about his journeys and the things that he heard while he was at the Golden Wheel Carnival. One bit of information that he picked up, a mysterious story about an artifact that Quafilia has that she's actually afraid of herself and refuses to sell. It's something that is supposedly lasted from the infernal gods and since before the anti-mage wars.
But you just put me in the fridge.
But that's what he got from his trip. So, if you'd like to make a note of that, feel free. That's just a little extra bonus thing. That's set. Alright, we're on to free play now, guys. Anybody care to go?
Shoot, man, I'm just doing my deal with
Yeah, you're working right now. You're in ship crafting. You're going to have to roll to gain your points in your profession in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Walk back over to the boys now that, and the lady, now that the annoying fucker's gone. So, I hope y'all endured him well.
Well, I think he's about to pay us, so...
Good. Go ahead, have an arrow for him.
Well, maybe not that. This is where I work.
You can always take him out back.
Are you sure that ring's still on?
Are you trying to...
We can cut a hole and I can put it in your back.
Yeah,
too late.
are you trying to kill Thilbis?
The ring, and I show him the ring. It is on. It's been a day. It's been a very long day.
Good. You should have had some of the tea that Americus made.
No shit.
What tea?
He made me some tea before the hurricane hit.
Hallucinogenic one.
So when I hear tea, I'm gonna walk over there and be
First
like,
off, you're not
"You are
here.
not gonna
That's
drink
what I'm
that
saying.
tea again."
I almost responded to you. All right, sorry. Say that again, Josh.
I said I was gonna walk up when I heard tea and say, "Do not drink that tea."
Wait, what's wrong with the tea? I already drank the tea. Was it?
It's a
What do you mean?
hallucinogen.
Well, it turned the frogs gay.
It's a what?
It's a hallucinogen. It's gonna make you see stuff.
That little, and I'm gonna turn and look down with my waist, and I'm gonna go, you, that bastard.
Kick him in the mouth.
Kenneth?
And was that Thalion who drank that?
No, it was Lucian.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucian. Oh, I thought you had some last time.
We were talking about the tea last time.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I know Americus took some.
Americus made it, knew what was in it, gave it to me, did not tell me. This is the first that my character is hearing that was hallucinogenic tea.
Rolled real good on it last time, so I know exactly what it is.
I had a wild hurricane experience.
Did Siege make you angry, Lucian?
A little bit, yep, I would say.
Give in to that anger.
Oh God, he's turning into Senator Palpatine.
I'm just gonna monkey paw Americus right on top of the head.
Yes.
Is Kenneth there?
Should be now. He's got monkey paw.
And I'm gonna look at Thalion and say, "Do you understand what you are?"
Better? Yeah,
I don't know about better.
Did they?
This doesn't seem better.
it's better.
More talkative.
And then I give Americus a wet willy.
What happened?
Americus, I have something I want to give you, and I'm gonna give you the ring of jumping I have.
And I just look at Baltan and nod my head.
I'm gonna tell him, if you wish to know more about that, let me know.
Well, I want to know more about that. Tell me more.
And then I guess I can explain to you what I know, which would be, I guess, elder of my village knows a lot about what you are, and I'll explain what little bit I do know. And then I was thinking that I can take you to see someone that may know something. So
Something more about what is known as the ancient Fenris.
I'm thinking of taking you to the tree. So
Did you hear that, Lucian? Ancient Fenris?
Yes, it sounds really quite ominous.
Thilbis,
Sounds kind of better too, though, doesn't it?
Thilbis next to you and puts his arm around you, and he has a giant sack of gold, and he says, "This is for you and your group. Thank you for your assistance."
Oh, thank you very much, Thelbis. It was a pleasure, and I will put it in my bag.
The total gold in there for y'all's clear profit after taxes, after magistrate owed, after everything is 3,196 gold and 44 silver.
Say it again. 3,196.
Yep, and 44 silver.
By my calculation, it should have been 45 silver. He's obviously holding a silver from us.
He charged you for all those drinks that you thought you were getting on the house.
Especially
that was
Kuykendahl.
Kuykendahl.
Best party completed.
Should we invest that in a ship or a caravan?
Actually, Kuykendahl's working on a boat right now. Second, guys, if y'all wouldn't mind getting y'all's plans together on what y'all gonna do, because I'm completing the quest and applying experience. Party quest.
So what y'all
completed.
thinking?
Well, you're right here, so we can't game plan with you.
You would have to be there.
Oh, shutting up again.
Frank, in the meantime, while they're doing this, you need to do 12 rolls of survival. 12? Yes. It's 6 per full point, and you can only get 2 full points in your first day because your starting off point and then your actual training point for the day. So you can only get 2 points per profession in your first day. After that, it's only 1 point per day per full work. But that's if you want to commit the whole day to it. If you want to commit half the day, then just roll 6 and it'll be the 1 point. It's better
I'm
if you
committing
do the
full.
full day because you bonus point.
Alright. Do you want me to call them out to you? Or holler when you're ready?
No, just roll them and they'll be in the chat and I'll pull it. Alright, guys, so go ahead and continue.
What is the name of the website with all the information?
World Anvil.
Lost it in my World Anvil, yes.
Old Bamble.
Yeah, he's just in the mood to cause some trouble tonight.
He is bored as shit is his problem.
I'm fully invested. I'm fucking out here just looking at the sky.
Stone cold sober.
Oh, that's the worst.
Is it? Because I'm fucking fully present.
Experience. Nobody's gonna level, but adding everybody's experience. Experience added. And then y'all would have to divvy up the gold however y'all want to do that. And I'll work on Kuykendahl stuff while y'all game plan.
Shit, I don't remember how to go back and look at my fucking current pending quests. It's not in quests.
Oh, it's in a quest under... Sorry, I don't have the group set for you, so give me a second. Hold on. Small Town Heroes, applying, refreshing. It should be under personal, under quest, because the folder... It's that hierarchy shit to where I have hierarchies, but it's not applying to all the folders top to bottom, so it would hide it.
Did I do all 12? DM?
Yes, I'm working on that right now. I'm applying this permission so he can see the personal folder under quest. Currently right now, PCQ 512, PCQ 1 and 2. Those are the only party quests there and available there. There's one party quest that one person has that they have not shared with the rest of the party, and that is Baltan. You're the only one. If you want to keep that quest to yourself, that's fine. But it's the PCQ 5-1 Rootbound Awakening.
That's on World Anvil, right? I just don't know. Where am I?
If here, let me just switch. Let me show on the screen. It'll be easier for me to show.
Personal quest.
And then there's that personal folder, the quest, and then personal, and then the ones that are available to everybody right there. There's one. What'd you say?
That's not what my shit looks like. That's why I'm so confused.
These people are fucking annoying me, dude, with their restricted calls. It's pissing me off.
Dude, I got it. Thank you.
No problem. Frank, you did not score the full 2 points for the day. You got 1.5 points. I'm adjusting your skills now.
Thank you.
Luck of the draw, man. Sorry.
No worries.
Lucian, you also have a letter, by the way.
Yes. I'm gonna read that when I'm alone.
Did you want me to put it in the World Anvil so you read it alone, or did you want me to just read it?
Oh yeah, that would work too. I was gonna RP it alone.
I'll cue it for your Discord here shortly.
Thank you.
And skill stat works off of strength, no proficiency, and 1. There you go. Kuykendahl, go ahead and refresh your character sheet.
Doing it now. All right. Thanks, man.
If you refresh again, I have just saved it. So now you have gained the shipwright skill.
I see it.
You can now work on broken down ships. You can't build them from scratch yet because you have to have a minimum amount for that. But you can work on broken ships like the one that you're working on right now. That one's more of a boat, not a ship. But ships are expensive, so.
Loki?
Did you say T?
I said Loki.
Oh, I thought you were asking me a question. My bad. Notes. And adding a note. So, is anybody planning anything for the day or anything?
I'm gonna take Thalion with me.
Where y'all headed?
We're gonna go see the Elder Tree.
Thalion, you gonna go with him to see the Faeward Tree?
I am gonna go see Ulrich Tarot.
And Lucian, that letter
Yes.
is about to be in your inventory. So you two are gonna head to the World Tree, and you're gonna go see what's his face, Marjorie.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to check out my new temple.
All right. So Thalion and Baltan are together, and Lucian is on his own thing. Americus,
Yes.
well, what you gonna do, buddy?
So I am lost in what's happening in the thing.
Oh, no worries. Everybody was just trying to. It's cleanup time after the storm, right? So there's like a bunch of bodies from when the paladins got destroyed that you could go rummage through. This is just open time to do whatever because the city's trying to rebuild right now. You should probably go check on your property because the hurricane just hit and see if there's any damage to it.
That's what I was thinking I wanted to go do.
We will take you there. Alrighty. Thalion and Baltan, we will take you guys and place you into the Chiral Forest, and we will start getting you moving on your way.
Gonna ask Baltan if we should hold hands and skip.
Yeah, I have my bird scouting for us ahead.
Just so I can put you guys on the path, which way are you going to take? The southern route or the camp route? Camp route's closer to the tree. Just so I can put you guys onto that path. I'm going to proceed to everybody else, but you guys y'all got a journey ahead of you. So I just wanted to get y'all started.
Off to see the wizard.
Why is that locked? That's not nice. You guys approach Thalion's old camp and start heading out towards the tree. It's a beautiful day in the forest. You can hear animals around and the distant waves crashing upon the rocks.
Beautiful day out, huh?
Beautiful day, no?
Yes, always a beautiful day.
In the neighborhood.
RST.
Remember, there's also a cabin out here that we didn't check out.
Could be a witch living in that cabin.
Still a seed I needed to collect too.
Sort of hag.
Marjorie, you arrive at the temple. The key that you have, there we go, sorry. You arrive at the temple. The trial stone of days is still updating. So, that tablet is still connected to the church.
What does it mean?
That's the trial stone of days. Inside of World Anvil, it tells you about the day, what's happening, and all the rest.
Well, I'm gonna walk in.
You put your key into the lock, and it opens up. Dirt coming in along the ground. Nothing seems flooded, and nothing seems like it got water on it at all. The front counter, to where the priestess would normally be selling all of the materials needed for people to do their devotionals, is completely empty. Care to look around?
Well, let's look around.
Which way you want to go? To the right? You walk around the corner, and as you do, you pass the throne of the Enduring Flame. It seems brighter than normal. It seems warm and comforting.
Let's keep going.
Which way?
Great.
Straight. You approach the throne of infinite knowledge. It seems to pulse with knowledge and information. This is the throne that you worship. This is the throne where you had the experience with the god. And roll astral sense.
All right.
Not you, Cardenas. Oh, 100%. You went over 100, so deal.
Feel focus.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
And you're over 100 again, so deal there.
Reach out and form mental connection.
You feel your god reaching into your mind, Marjorie. You feel the psychic connection begin to connect. You feel the presence of the divine.
I start listening to whatever is going on.
It's your god psychically connecting to you.
All right, you're going to get the feeling you need to find the library.
I agree. I wanted to leave this town for a while now.
I'm trying to think how to word this. You have questions about the nature of your reality. Things are changing in ways you weren't prepared for. Thought impossible. Is your existence a lie? Is society a facade? Seek out the library to find the truth.
Roll astral sense, and Marjorie, you feel the ground and the building begin to shudder.
Am I rolling astral sense?
No. Cardenas is rolling astral sense. Marjorie, you're the one experiencing it, though. So 99, and you rolled 106, so you overcome. You can feel another astral presence within this temple.
Hostile or non-hostile?
Very hostile.
Quickly. There isn't much time. Find the library. The answer. And then it'll slowly break the connection.
Connection is broken, and the temple stops vibrating. Marjorie?
Well, that's that. I'm thinking to myself.
Care to examine your surroundings? Roll perception. Everything's in disarray because the temple just vibrated. A lot of the stuff's in the books on each one of the altars. This is a little altar in a book, and you kneel here, right? Each one of these have these, right? So all of them are disarray, and the offerings and stuff are all knocked over. And from where you can see, everything's in disarray from your position.
Well, that's not good. I think to myself, what are those red things? Are those bloody sacrifices?
Yes, each one of them is a different throne, and each of the thrones are labeled in your codex that you have.
And
if you want to examine the bloody ones,
bloody sacrifices are normal kind of thing.
In the book, there's two of them that require bloody sacrifices, and one of them is of the hunt.
I see.
Would you like to examine both of these with blood closer?
Yes.
Which one or this one?
Let's start with the closer one.
So you start examining. Wilhelm, roll astral sense. You examine the throne of the Iron Path. This is known as a throne that it symbolizes the hunt and symbolizes chasing down animals, and the hunts themselves being the sacrifice to this particular throne. Oh, perfect, Wilhelm. Wilhelm, you notice and you feel somebody step into your astral sense presence.
What's that?
You can focus if you want to see if you can pinpoint where it's at. So Marjorie, that is the throne of the Iron Path, the throne of the hunt.
All right, let's move on to the...
And on this throne, everything that you see on it, everything's knocked over because of all of that vibration and everything that happened. With a 120 focus, you realize that this is the temple that you appeared in before. Nobody's trying to mess with the barriers, but it is a person that stepped in front of the throne that you appeared at before.
This motherfucker.
Marjorie, what you want to do? Go check the last one.
Let's check the other one.
And Wilhelm, as she walks away, you sense the presence stepping away. Marjorie, perception? You step in front of the throne of the Crimson Fang. This was specifically, usually traditionally, worshipped as the fangs of the beast, the essence of life. This throne, on the other hand, has everything perfectly set. Nothing is knocked over or anything of that nature. And it seems to have some sort of red crystals growing around the base of it. You would know that this has not been there before. The blood that is in the chair seems as though it's been there a while, but yet it has not dried.
Can I pick up some of those crystals?
You try.
All right. Cool.
No, how are you? Just explain to me how you're going to do it. That's
I'm
going
just
to
gonna,
determine what the roll is.
I'm just gonna take out my little kit, the petri dish.
Oh, medical kit.
I'm gonna scrape some of those crystals
You're going
into
to
my
use the
into.
You're going to use the petri dish to try to scrape them.
Well,
You're not going to like
let me
reach
just-
down there and break it off or anything.
No.
So you're reaching out with the petri dish and scraping the edge of it. All right. Let's give it a roll on that to see if that'll work. I'll give you a shot on that, and that's a 6, so it did not work. Nothing scrapes off.
Well, hold on, I didn't roll anything.
Oh,
Oh,
did.
you did.
I was
Okay.
just doing what the difficulty of it would be, just random chance type shit.
Oh, I see. All right, well, I'm gonna give up on that then.
If anybody else out there has thought this through, that might be a good idea. But it is the only throne that is not in disarray at the moment.
Not messed up. Well, I don't know what to do with that information.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next throne.
And just remember, though, that those crystals, they're not like placed there as an offering. They're actually growing from the floor under the chair around it.
Yeah, I understood.
Where to next?
No, I guess let's go to the next one to the right.
This one. It is the throne of the shattered crown. It is tearing down preconceived notions and false gods and things of that nature, also featured in your codex as well. It has, as an offering, this shrine always looks like it's in disarray, because one of the offerings is that someone will buy a statue of a king or somebody in the earthly presence, right? Something that they believe is false, bringing it, and part of their devotional is to smash that statue. So it's surrounded by crumbling statues that have been smashed by hammers and things of values that have been destroyed to follow its idea of piety. Behind you, you feel the warm presence of the throne of the enduring flame once again.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's check out that glowing one.
This particular throne looks like it's in disarray, but the candles seem to be righting themselves.
Should I roll perception?
Sure. You don't necessarily know how, but you see each one of the candles that were knocked over by the vibration slowly turning themselves up. And it looks as though the candles are not actually burning. They're lit, and they have a fire, but they're not burning. It's not getting rid of the candles. They're just lit.
That's the coolest throne always been, I think, to myself. All right, let's go to the next one, I guess, to this one.
You go to the throne of the silent graves. The throne of the silent graves seems to be empty, and it seems as though it doesn't have much presence. The candles that are there are long burnt out on top of the skulls, and it seems to be somewhat shrouded in darkness. The bones and the skeletons of the offerings that were brought here are all in disarray and knocked over.
Should I try to put them up?
Yeah, you can.
Upright?
It's your temple. You're in charge of this thing.
Let's try to make it look nicer.
Start cleaning it up, and the bones seem to be in a nice little pile in the throne. You feel very satisfied with your work.
Let's go to the next one.
You approach the verdant crown. This one seems to be in disarray as well. There's a couple flowers and things like that. This is a crown of nature, usually followed by rangers and things of that nature. It has vines that seemingly grow from the crown itself and grip the ground. Everything seems in disarray at this one as well, but also you get the sense of it being silent once again. While you're standing at this throne, you have an odd feeling of something watching you from behind you.
Let's do a quick 180 turn.
You turn, and you see the censer with the flame of the 4 thrones of will in the center of the location, and you see that nobody is there with you. You look around, and no one is there. But it feels like there is something more to this place. And it's not something that you have thought of before, but it feels like that there is something more to this location. Yumi, roll astral sense, please.
All right.
You can feel a change in the astral energy, but you don't know where it's coming from. It's going to be impossible to focus on. Marjorie, you're up. So do you want to spend your time just cleaning this place up?
Well, I guess it does make sense to check the other thrones. So there's nothing going to come out of it. So I'll just stick around and just make it look nicer.
So you start cleaning up, and from your perception, as you're cleaning all the thrones up, you feel like that there's something different about this place now. You feel like there's something just beneath the surface of everything. something that's eluding your senses.
Is there anything I can roll to get an insight? Should I maybe
yeah.
Arcana?
With your own stuff, there's not really much you can do, but you are a cleric, and clerics have the ability to do other things when all of their skill rolls are failing them.
All right. Well, then I'll drop on my knees and start praying. Altar of Intelligence, because why not?
Cardenas, you know the deal. Ooh, 90. Your second roll will be harder.
We give myself guidance. Fuck, so 92.
I'll give you a vague connection. You're not going to be able to see through her eyes, but you can hear. So you can feel the divine president. Yo, you can feel the divine presence of infinite knowledge fill your mind once again. This door is seemingly becoming easier and easier to open each time that you use it. It feels like a comfortable old friend. This time, she summoned you, Cardenas.
So I can hear her, right?
Yes, correct. But she's got to say something.
I'm waiting.
Well, and I guess I'm gonna say something in line of, I feel the presence of something here that I cannot describe, and I need some guidance to find out what that presence is and what is this whole thing is about. And I do remember about the library, but this is not the same thing.
I am not the only god. There are others, and not all of them are as benevolent as I cannot interfere. I am bound by higher laws. Too much meddling attracts others' attention. Our communication now is unwarranted. I have told you all that you need to know.
I see.
And then I will sever the connection.
You feel the essence of the infinite knowledge leave you, and the throne kind of hums a little bit, and the light goes a little bit dimmer.
Well, I guess library it is. So I'm gonna leave the temple and go to the bar and see if I can assemble the party we can take to the library.
Which way are you going to go? This way or that way?
Let's go on the left side.
On this side? As you step through the shadow. Wilhelm! Roll your sense, please. 100%. Roll your focus. 100%. It is the cleric of infinite knowledge stepping into the shadow of your throne once again.
Gonna manifest again.
All right. Hot damn, that's awesome. The room seems to warp behind the throne of shadowed silence. You feel the temple begin to vibrate. This time, the light seems to dim, and a shadow comes over the room. The world seems to wave around you. Wilhelm Ironheart has entered the realm. Wilhelm, as you enter the realm, roll astral sense. Now, since this temple is filled with astral energy and astral blueprints.
I'm glare at Marjorie.
Marjorie, the god of the throne of the shadowed silence has just manifested in front of you.
I'm gonna act surprised.
As he is there in front of you, you see strange symbols around each one of the thrones lit up all over the place. Some symbols are larger than others, some symbols are smaller than others, and some symbols seem to be brighter than others. Wilhelm Ironheart, astral sense check. You sense the presence of other astral beings. There is one that is extremely hostile against you because you got over 100, and then there's one that is not hostile against you but very powerful. The one that is extremely hostile against you feels as though that it has much reach, but it is not as powerful as the 1, 2, 3 others. 4. Marjorie, you can't make sense of any of these symbols. These are patterns and symbols that you've never seen before in your entire life.
Right. Can I have a conversation?
He's standing right there. He's floating above the throne.
And I'm gonna ask him, what are you?
Is that all I'm here for you to ask me what I am?
I don't know why you're here.
Why do you return to this throne?
I was just passing by.
Did you not already seek guidance from my
wood brethren?
Don't play dumb.
I'm gonna ask him, are you trying to warn me against doing some things in the temple?
Deciding whether or not I should kill you.
What kind of gain would you have if you kill me?
You continue to disturb me.
I didn't mean to. I'm gonna start breaking away from the throne. spirit.
It takes a few steps back, and she's backing away to the Iron Path throne, stepping away from your throne. Are you going to keep moving back? Marjorie, are you going to keep moving back?
Oh, yeah. Actually.
He steps out of the shadow of your throne.
Now, what advice did knowledge give you?
I believe it went in the line of seek for more knowledge.
Well, I know where that is.
Where?
Come with me.
You just threatened to kill me. Just for being in the shadow of your throne.
Or did I say that I was deciding whether or not I wanted to?
Well, you threatened, and I'm not sure I'm ready to take the gamble.
I'm gonna walk over to Marjorie and place my hand on her head.
Dude, if y'all had just been level 15, it would be so awesome. But anyway, go ahead. Place your hand upon her head. Do you have any intention with that touch?
Well,
because otherwise I just do the reaction of what happens when that happens, right? But yeah, I'm just wondering if you had any intention you were going to try to transmit something or something like that.
I'm gonna try to transmit him.
Oh, you're going to transmit her to where?
The library.
Oh, fuck. All right, it's your teleport. Wait a minute. Hold on. You'd have to have a vision of the library. So you have to get that vision of where it's at, either from Cardenas or from Marjorie's brain. One of the two.
Think of the library.
That'll work.
All right, I'm thinking of the...
Cardenas, at this point, you're going to get an astral sense roll on this because he's fucking with one of your disciples. 96. It's good enough. You feel that. Just score really good focus and you'll be gravy.
I'm letting you know right now, if your cutoffs are 100, 115, and 125, or 125 and 150,
no,
I have 86s in both of these. So
first
on a 20, yeah. I beat 100. You know what I mean?
There's no way I could get 100 on mine also.
The cutoff feels really high.
Yeah, well,
start spinning points, which I guess we can't.
It is, and that's where the evolution of the avatar comes into place.
Right, and I saw how we spend the points.
I want you to dump all of your early game points into evolving your avatar if you want to be able to affect the game more directly. What Will's doing right here, this is going to be extremely difficult, and it could mean the death of Marjorie, for all we know at this point. Which is why I'm trying to give it the best chance of succeeding. But 95 gets you awareness, right? So you're good to go on that. And if you roll enough on focus, then you can get a better connection that you had before.
That was focus.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was sense. Oh, 96, 95. That's really only a 5-point difference. Did you use a guidance on that?
I can.
Do that.
I can use the fate points to make up the difference.
I would do that, just so you can bring yourself into this conversation.
So it's like, what, 10? 9 fate points if we're assuming I get 1 point apiece.
Just do that, and then it'll be a definite.
Trying to find them. Thread manipulations.
So those of you that are paying attention to the map, there are a lot of clues and a lot of things inside of this map. Wilhelm, for you would find it strange that the last time you were here, there were no astral blueprints, no astral energy or anything, and now it's fucking everywhere, written all over the floors. So assuming that connection is made, you can feel your follower interacting with Wilhelm.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to observe.
All right. Marjorie, are you thinking of the library? Wilhelm, explain to us what you're going to do, bud.
Fucking God, he's going to beam him up.
You're going to need a focus to try to get the actual image of where you need to teleport her to first. And that's going to determine a lot of the success. Unfortunately, it's going to be pinned on this one roll, really.
Internally, I'm going to reach out my mind to Cardenas.
Yes.
I was about to say, can I help him with this? Yes, I have spell influence, astral concentration, things like that. I don't remember what they all do, but I've got them.
Avatar of Thelindra. You feel astral energy moving and coursing throughout this new world that always seemed devoid of astral energy. Your envoys need to roll a sense check, so one more sense check.
Astral sense?
Yep. And it's coming through you because you're the possessor of those bodies. With that astral sense check, your envoys would know the exact compass direction that it's coming from in this world. Would you like for them to start heading that way?
Yes.
They are on their way. Any other avatars want to take any actions before this kicks off?
I don't know what I can do, so...
You got the thing that I sent to you earlier, right? Just making sure. All right. Roll it out, buddy. And you and Hunter might want to talk about what you need to manipulate and make this roll go. You can also spend P points to modify your rolls. You know that, right? But it's like the shields and stuff. You just got to do it beforehand.
But I could just open a portal, huh?
Yep. You just got to have that vision, and that vision is going to determine how close it is to where it's at.
So I reach out psychically to Cardenas.
All right. I can sense that, right? Like I don't have to roll for it.
No, you
will form a link.
link formed.
What are you doing?
Sending this one to you.
Interfering. You're interfering.
Yes.
You preach about this very thing.
Do as I say, not as I do.
What? First, you're not my guy. We're co-equals. Secondly, I already gave her all the information she needed without manifesting in the. What if you kill her? What if she disintegrates? What if she goes to the void? Then what? Then we're gonna start all over.
She won't. Good at this. Help me.
Obviously, I'm gonna help. Don't take liberties with my followers. Find some of your own.
I don't know that.
Sorry, guys.
And I have, what is it? Reality Shaper. Spell Influence. So I can project spells through anyone I'm targeted player. And since I'm linked to him, I can cast a spell on him or through him.
Yes,
correct?
Correct. You can influence through him because he exists in that space. If he didn't manifest, you wouldn't be able to do it. But
it would have to be her.
Correct.
Right. But this makes it easier because.
And he's a much better conduit. He's much better conduit than her.
He's not going to burn out.
He's not going to explode.
I'm just opening a dimensional rift to the library, and I'm going to send it.
Exactly my point.
I just need a clear picture, so I don't put her into the wall, the void, like you thought.
All right. So I give him a picture of the inside of the library.
The image starts to form in your mind. It is an old wooden shop, and it has a bunch of books on its shelves, and everything's covered in dust because it hasn't been used in such a long time.
And I reminisce, and nostalgia passes over me. It's like good times. All right, begin.
Start your portal ritual.
I start speaking in tongues, and my eyes glow.
Since this is going to take a little bit, we will zap on over to Americas. Well, actually, wait, those two, and then him. We're going to go to Tal. Americas, are you ready, buddy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm awake.
Just making
Finally.
sure he's there. Tal home. You arrive back home. You look around, and you know what? The water didn't reach your house. Your house is elevated enough that it's nice and dry.
The shop too?
Would you like to go check the shop?
As soon as the house looks good from the outside, so I want to go check the shop.
You arrive at the shop, and there seems to be a bunch of mud around, but the shop didn't get flooded. On the door of the shop, though, in the little mailbox, it is paper. Completely full. You cannot jam another piece of paper into that box.
I'm going to take it all, and I'm going to go to my house with it all.
1 second, I'm exporting an image. I honestly didn't expect for you guys to grid y'all stuff together and get her to the library that quick. So, give me a second. Oh, Batal home. All right, you arrive back home carrying a giant stack of papers.
Okay, I'm going to go and clear off the table, put them on the table, and I'm going to go through it all looking for... just looking at it all, see what it all is.
All the papers are resumes that people have applied to be bakers in your bakery shop.
Oh. I take the ones that appear to be female names and I set them aside.
They're all female names.
I'm excited.
Every one of them is a female name.
I begin planning a long series of interviews.
So, are you going to spend your time working on that and going through those?
So I'm going to age discriminate and sort by youngest to oldest.
Okay.
And even though I will not be hiring the youngest, I will be interviewing them. I'm looking for an old lady to come be my baker.
Oh, I thought we were going towards casting couch.
Hence the 2 separate stacks.
Right, he needs to roll for this, right?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a Destined for Greatness guidance.
That ought to do it.
With a fucking 72 thread grasps.
Holy shit.
I don't want him to disintegrate Marjorie.
That would be really bad.
Probably not that fun for Constantine. Forcibly killed by a god that he did not. He just walking by a throne.
Just when I turned my life around and was promoted to archbishop or whatever.
Absents all religion, becomes a hermit.
Americas, you get all of your paperwork in line. There are 5 or 6 really good old biddies, and there is one that used to be a baker in Talmadun, the capital of the entire land.
I'm very interested not only in her capabilities but her connections.
She says in her resume, she says that she has 4 daughters that help her work.
That's very interesting. That's part of what I wanted the young ones. I want to have an old lady and a young one so she can teach the young one, and when she dies, they can take over. So that's even better, the family structure.
And she is willing to start work immediately, as they have just relocated to Tropica because of the unrest that exists in the kingdom.
Do they have anywhere to stay?
By the way, that's a clue. No, they are currently staying in the bunkhouse, and we're looking at renting an apartment in the Tropica Apartmana.
They will be staying at my home.
You can seek them out.
I will be offering that.
Yeah, you can seek them out at the bunkhouse. That's where they are currently at.
That's where I'm headed.
So you're going to head off to the bunkhouse. And let's see. Kuykendahl, you're still busy. You're going to have a lunch break, so eat something out of your inventory, Kuykendahl. Constantine, you're doing your thing. Let's pop over to the Shiral Forest. Am I missing anybody?
No.
I'm just making sure I'm getting everything done. All right.
My little minion.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, you've been acting as Cardenas this entire time, so it's just my mind. I'm gonna roll 2 events for Baltan and Thalion real quick, then we'll pop to you.
I have to walk all the way out to Terrorstead Ranch, right?
Correct.
It's a bit of a trip as well.
So 16. That's an event roll, guys. Thalion and Baltan.
I'm just gonna do this real fast because I don't want to have to roll it again later.
Right. Thalion and Baltan are going to have an event. I'm generating that right now. All right. Before you, another giant elk appears. Thalion and Baltan. Another giant elk appears. It snorts and steps towards Bale.
I look at Bale. Is that a girl, Bale?
The elk turns and trots back and forth and puts its back towards Bale.
Slap Bale on the ass.
He's slapping on his ass, and he runs forward and he starts sniffing around the female elk.
Let's leave them be. Maybe you can have a baby elk.
All right. Which way are you going to go? You said you're going to leave them be? Baltan, Thalion?
Well, if it doesn't want to intrude, we're just going to keep moving on.
Are you going to walk through them or around this way or what?
Let's go around the tree.
We'll go around it.
Roll perception.
19.
Yep. There you go. Baltan, you notice a giant male elk ramming out of the woods, headed towards you, Bale, and Thalion, with his head and horns down. Actions?
Obviously, jump out of the way and say, look out.
I yell Bale and let loose an arrow.
You're going to shoot the elk? Are you going to shoot this elk here? Or what are you going to loose an arrow at?
Sorry, I've got to push the talk on Discord.
That is a hit. 9. His charge continues, and he is going to do his thing. See if he hits you when he's charging. I don't think he does. I think you're 16, right? Yeah, you're 16. So he barely misses you. You turn to the side and move directly out of his way, and he's headed towards Bale now. Bale needs to see if he perceives this first. He perceives it. And where his saving throw dex. Let's roll that. Sees that. Yes, he does. Bale hops off the back of the female and moves out of the way. The male elk stops his charge and turns. Initiatives. And he crashed my shit. Baltan's initiative is 9, and Thalion's is 9. Do y'all want to pick who goes first?
It doesn't matter.
We'll just
Thalion,
start.
go first.
Well, Bale's going to go first. He had the highest initiative. Oh, that's right. Bale moves on that one. I keep forgetting that. Sorry. So, Thalion, if you want to act with Bale right now, you can. And then also, it's your turn. Sorry. Beast damage. Is that mark? Yeah. And you did 5 damage. Go ahead and strike.
Oh, it's just a damage roll for Bale. There's no hit roll.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Bale lowers his horns, and he gores the male in his side. It stabs through him, and the male slips off of his horns. He's gasping for air as his lungs fill with blood. A tiny little baby deer comes out and starts nudging him. The female comes up to you and starts to snort and lick the blood off of Bale's horns. Battle over. Here's your event, guys.
You've earned yourself a mate.
All right. We will let you guys clean that up. What are y'all going to do when I switch over? Are you going to clean that deer and all the rest? I'm guessing.
And then head towards the tree.
Y'all be there next turn. Y'all's first event roll was nothing. The second event roll was something, so I had to do something. Tropica County. Another one. So, by the way, Lucien, were you going to the Tarstead Ranch house or the actual ranch land?
I need to speak with Ulrich.
That would be in his house.
Probably.
Okay, let me just go to that map directly instead of the growth one. Come on, load. Locations, buildings. Which one is Tarstead? I can't fucking remember. I think it's the second to last. Second one over. That's right. So in Tropica, if you're looking at actual city, damn it, there we go. You're looking at the actual city. It's that one over in this section right here. And player is Lucien. Just so for future example, it's that house right there. That one. And I've got it loaded. Tarstead Ranch House, first floor. You arrive at the door. It is under the second story of the house, and it seems to be a pretty nice door. These are the second richest people in town. The most rich people in town are the Lorians, the ones that grow the Passiona. But these guys are doing pretty damn well themselves. They are extreme meat and barbecuer type people. A decent amount about them.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Knock. 1 minute. The door opens, and Helga Taro stands before you. You actually know Rigard Taro, by the way. He's a friend of yours. And you would know Ulrich Taro from being in the bar a lot. He's an alcoholic.
Can you zoom in?
I'm setting a few things right now. There we go.
Cool.
So I've got all of their profiles open for you on World Anvil now. I don't know how to notify you since the notifications things are fucked, so whatever. And that's weird because everybody else's notifications are working, just not yours.
It's a skill issue.
Maybe we need to upgrade your Discord roll skill. I'm just going to send it for the hell of it and see if it works, just for the hell of it. I heard somebody...
I don't know what changed, but this map is a lot... Like, the other maps were fuzzy for me when I would zoom in, but this one's like high resolution as shit.
Because I did these after I got my pro subscription to the mapping software, so I could do 8K resolution. So this one has much better resolution. I've been trying to do a lot of the maps that way.
It's really nice.
Anyway, the door opens, and sorry, I had to get all the characters open so I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and not giving you the wrong fucking information, dude. Sorry, it takes a bit to open an entire family. Door opens, and it's Helga Taro. She is the matriarch of the family, and she says, "Yes, what is it? What do you need?"
Good morning. I've been sent out after the recent storm to ensure that everything in the surrounding countryside and all the citizens are good. Is there anything that you guys need? Also, how are the food stores and the livestock coming along?
Well, I think you need to speak to my husband about that. We differ in opinion. Ulrich! You've got a young man here. Pretty young man at that. Come on through. He's at the dining table.
Thank you.
You make your way in, and she points you across the kitchen. You come through the kitchen. It's a warm space. They don't seem to be hurting for food. You approach the table, and you see nice steaks and rolls laid out everywhere with a beef stew in the middle. Ulrich, a man that you recognize from the bar, is sitting at the other end of the table, lightly munching on a piece of steak. What is it? What do you need?
Oh, well, I've been sent out to ensure that everyone is recovering from the storm. Well, did you suffer any damage? Anything that the magistrate's office could assist with?
Magistrate, such a blowhard. And I think he's here sending his bastard son to try to smooth things over with those of us that he taxes into oblivion. Even when we feed this town, even when we are the ones that produce the meat that fills the bellies of the people. Yes, we make a modest living off of it, but oh no, the magistrate wants to receive his credit. But if anything goes wrong, he doesn't ever actually do anything. So, how do you propose to help the breeding of my cattle? Some say it's magic. Some say it's a curse. I don't know what the hell it is, but my cattle are being born deformed, and the ones that are born properly are slaughtered or stolen. So what do you intend to do about it?
Well, that more meant hurricane damage, but an interesting point you brought up.
I don't give a fuck about hurricane damage. Some things blow off the deck, my house gets a little bit damaged, I can fix that up. I'm a man. We need to be focusing on the real problems, not the band-aids that provide poofy little political pieces that make the dumb people of this town yell and jump and cheer when he thinks that he's actually helping. He gives somebody $5 and thinks that he should be sung praises.
So you're under the assumption that someone or something is poisoning your cattle or has cursed them, etc., and the ones that are born whole are stolen or slaughtered, you said? Slaughtered by whom? Or what, I guess?
Ulrich's connection. There we go. You see a dying ranch. I see a land that's been in my family for generations. That just doesn't disappear because time gets hard. I know that animals get sick, and I know that that's life. Some people say it's a curse. I don't believe in all that magic whoozy what's it. Bronwyn, my daughter, thinks that she has the answers. She's the one that's been looking into everything more than anything else. But I think personally that we've got somebody that's stealing and slaughtering. We have a good baby that's born, and then 2 days later, it's splayed out all over the ground, and the only thing that's taken is the heart and the brain. You want my trust, otherwise, you want my trust, you can earn it. But I'm not afraid of no curse, because it's not real. I bet if this was properly investigated, we would find some person behind this, either crazy or trying to practice some old magic that doesn't exist of that nature. If you want, I can walk you through it. If not, and if you don't want to take responsibility for this and see it through to the end, then go talk to my daughter and her fancy little stories about curses.
Well, can I do both?
Might as well. If you want to do both, I can respect that. But I'm going to tell you, that whole curse nonsense, it's just a waste of time. Bronwyn! And he calls his daughter out.
Well, be that as it may, you asked that I take this seriously, so I'll explore all avenues of remedy.
Bronwyn steps into the room, and as soon as she steps into the room, your heart skips a beat. She's beautiful like no one you've ever seen before. A quiet grace and a quiet beauty that just seems to glide along with her strong presence. She approaches you. She's actually taller than you and more musclier than you. Her boobs are right in your eye line. And she looks at you and smiles. And she says, "What is it, Dad? Is it this guy here? Is he the one that's going to finally prove it right that it's a curse?" And she snaps around to her dad. She looks back at you. "Don't pay attention to my dad. He doesn't believe in any lore. He doesn't believe in any history. All he knows is killing things, slaughtering meat. Daughter, don't start that again. This is all nonsense. Even the way that you eat. You need to sit down and eat that steak. That blood is what supports this family. Father, I am not going to eat these animals that could actually sustain us in a much better way. I don't want to hear it." And he turns around and he walks outside. Rigard, from behind you, chuckles and laughs as he enters the room. "Dad's a bit of a dick there, Lucian. Mind him."
Yes, I was gathering that.
Bronwyn turns to you. "You can't blame my dad. He's losing everything each day that goes by. We've heard of what you've done in the... Oh my god, I forgot his name. Belmire. Heard what you've done for the Belmire Fields. And we're happy to see that you're here to help us. We'll keep an open mind, but I'll tell you, Rigard and myself have both camped out with the cows to try to protect them. Nothing happens when we're there, but the minute we turn our back, the cows are either gone or slaughtered. The ones that are born deformed, I just think that's the consumption. but the ones that look like that they've been blown up, and the only thing that's missing are the heart and brains. I don't know how to explain that other than magic, other than a curse.
Well, it's a crazy curse. It's not very specific. It's more likely probably someone trying to perform black magic or some type of ritual.
I'm not sure myself, but I have heard murmurs ever since Quafilia ended up in town that magic is returning.
You think someone is doing this with magic?
High possibility. I just know that we slept in the fields. Everything was fine. The sun wasn't up yet. It was about 30 minutes before the sun rises. We were packing up our bags and everything. We turned around, and the calf that was born was completely torn apart. The skin was removed from its body. Its legs were detached. All the meat was sitting there in the dirt being wasted. The only thing that was missing was the brain and the heart.
And you said your dad doesn't believe the lore or the stories. What were you referring to?
Well, they say that there's a story of an ancient evil that lives in the Shiral Forest North. The north side of this forest has had stories swirling around it, as it was connected to the other two sides of the forest as well. I heard something about some mushroom monster you found out in the east. That would make sense, because the one in the north is supposed to be some sort of night monster. I don't know much about this magic type stuff. I've tried to study the best that I can and understand it, but I can't make heads nor tail of it. My sister was blessed with an endowment upon her chest, not in her head. Oh, shut up, Rickard!
Well, is there anything else that you could tell me that might help?
Yes. Along the posts that are facing the Shiral Forest North, there are some kind of symbols carved into the post. This is why I know it has to be some sort of magic or some sort of curse. My father just thinks that they're scratches.
I'll go out and take a look, and then I'll go and reference some books and ask a member of my party who is in tune with the forest.
Thank you so
Maybe
much
he'll
for your
know
help.
more about these folklore.
Thank you so much for your help. My family will be indebted to you if you can help us. Actually, all of Tropica would. We've spoken to your father a couple times about the meat supply in stores. We try our best to do what we can, but everybody doesn't want to try anything new. They want things to stay the same. It's horrible when they can't face change. Just like my father, he still wants to slaughter the animals, when I know that we can produce a lot more off of their milk.
Well, personally, I'd rather eat a steak than drink milk. But I'm not here to talk about your livelihood in those types of manners. What you do with the cattle is your business. I'm just going to ensure that whatever this strange thing that's happening stops. So I'm going to go take a look at those posts, sketch that markings down in my little journal here, and I promise you I'll solve this one way or another.
Thank you so very much. Give me 1 second here. Hold on. Connection. I gotta open one more secrets. Bronwyn. This unlocks that. I've got 2 more things that I need to convey to you. I'm just tired of what I have to do here. We're forced that when there is a sick calf, we have to burn them so that they don't get the others sick. I've told you about the symbols carved into the post, but there's one more theory that I have, and I think that it's connected to it. About 10 years ago, when the rift first formed, that's when everything started to go downhill. I think that there's something connected to that, and I think it's affecting the cattle themselves. But also, there's something dark north of here. We're stuck in between 2 different things. The rift in the south and the darkness in the forest of the north. Why, I ask you, so many things surrounding Tropica? I try not to mention this to too many people because they call me crazy.
What rift?
There's a rift out in the ocean. The sailors talk of it. It's in the Antelope Bay. When they go out to fish, they can't go too far east because it will start to suck them down into it. It's a spiraling cone of water. I've spent much time on the docks listening to the stories that they tell. There has to be a connection between these things. Why is Tropica being surrounded by so much darkness? It scares me, and I want to do something about it, but I don't have much power. I'm not a fighter, and I'm not any member of the church. There's not much I can do. All I've done, and she steps closer to you and lowers her voice. At this point, I've just saved up money. I'm just looking for an opportunity to get away from all this madness and all this death. But I can't leave until I know that my family's future is safe. I can't abandon them. Please help solve some of this so I could go on and live my life and move away from this place and get away from these horrors, while at least knowing that they have the best chance that I could give them.
All right, you don't have to beg. I already said I was going to do it. Oh, I'll be on my way.
She smiles and says thank you. And she goes and grabs the only vegetables on the table, carrots, out of the soup, and sits down to eat.
I'll walk out.
Helga turns and looks at you. So you're on your way then?
Yep. Just going to take a look around the perimeter, then pop back into town and consult the tomes of history.
Look there, Lucien. Let me give you my 2 cents on it. It might not be worth much, but I would say it's those old kook crazy Weatherbees that run the vegetable garden. They're always giving us shit and talking to us and yelling at us about killing animals and butchering meats and things of that nature. I would start looking into them. I don't think that there's any magic here. I think they're just making it look that way. They fill my daughter's heads with their fantastical stories of goblins and magics and night witches and everything of that nature. It's none of it. It's them.
Then, let me get this straight. You think that your vegetarian neighbors who busted you for killing animals, because this is a butchery, right, are instead killing your animals before you can?
They're crazy hippies. They'll do just about anything. I think their vegetarian thing is just to act. Just like my daughter. It's not real. That's a phase that she's going through. These people are just trying to get at our money and at our land.
I'll have a word with them.
All right. You tell your father that us Tarrowsteads are behind him. Never mind what Ulrich says. We'll vote for him every time.
I'm gonna bumble out of my breath. I don't think I'm gonna be voting much anymore. As I walk out the door.
You're out of there. If you can't tell, the point of this one is supposed to have tons of conflicting stories and then weed out to what the right
Everyone
one
has
is.
a different opinion on what's happening.
And they're modeled after extremely staunch, crazy right-wing insanity people.
I gathered that.
With a left-wing daughter, of course. Anywho. All right! Is everybody ready for the big show?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go back to the temple. Wilhelm, are you ready to make your roll of destiny?
Yes.
Marjorie, do you have a spare character?
No.
Oh, shit. So, for opening your portal, please roll to focus your astral energies. That will be added to your 1d100 roll. The portal opens, but it begins to flicker as if it were an old TV that is not receiving proper reception. What was your bonus that you gave him, Cardenas, by the way?
In total would be
210. Oh, never mind. Flickering switches up, it stops, and out of nowhere, Marjorie, before you, a portal opens. Marjorie?
Sorry, say it again?
I said out of nowhere, a portal opens, Marjorie. And Wilhelm is holding the portal open with his hand in it.
All right, I'm going to go through the portal.
You step into the portal. Light surrounds your body as you feel like that you're traveling millions of miles an hour. You're going through some sort of tunnel. This is making you sick. Roll a constitution save. You begin to start puking all over yourself. You can feel gravity shift from a different direction. Are you going to try to brace yourself?
Yes.
Roll a dexterity save. You try to right yourself and brace yourself as you come to the exit of the portal. You manage to at least get yourself a right direction. You fly out of the portal, land on your ass, and you start skidding towards the front door. You slam into the front door, and you are covered in puke with your legs above your head and your ass and back on the ground.
All right.
The door is now basically hanging off its hinges.
Right. In my precarious position, I'm gonna try to scope the surrounding and see if anybody saw me.
No, the store is completely empty. It looks like it has been abandoned for a very long time.
Then I'm gonna give up, get up, and clean myself off the puke.
You start cleaning yourself off. You sense peace in this place. Cardenas, you sense someone in a location that is familiar to you.
I was already aware she was going there.
I'm just saying, you feel the
now
arrival.
Can I make it into the library?
You have to do it through her, but...
So what do I need to... Need a focus roll?
Yes, just a focus, because you in this space, you do not have to sense.
Guidance, not great. And focus.
95. 96, or sorry, 95. That's bare 5 over minimum. Anyway, so you have enough focus that you can pour your energy through this chosen one. It can be either elaborate or however you want. It's your choice. It's up to you.
I have to read how it's worded.
That's really just suggestion framework for avatars, you know what I mean? So, as long as the basic fundamentals of the idea of the rules are not fucked, then we're good. I'm grabbing a refrigerator, so give me 2 seconds. Come back.
To create an astral nexus, right?
Yes, sir. For you, it's the library.
Right. So as you walk in here, Constantine, Marjorie looks around, and it's just an old, dilapidated building. Knocked over bookshelves, cobwebs, books, a musty smell, right? Most of these books, pages are lost to time.
From the DM, this was, in this universe, this was once actually a book shop. That's what its representation was. So go ahead, go with that, sorry.
And you walk in, and you feel a sense of immense loss about knowledge forgotten. And as this presses in upon you, you start to glow with a bluish, translucent light. And then it erupts out from your hands and begins to swirl around the bookcases and every square inch of this area, just covering every surface. And the entire thing is basically almost, it looks like it's on fire with azure flames. And then as they slowly fade out and the flames die away, you're standing in the library of Azura in its full glory.
All right. Should I go check out the books?
There should be a docent there to greet you and everything.
They're materializing. Also, you have to build up astral energy in this location as well. So, I need a astral focus roll from Wilhelm. Your energy is being pulled in multiple different directions right now. You are contributing a large amount of energy to this portal that you have illuminated, and you are also maintaining your manifestation. I'll put that against my number. All right, Cardenas, any questions, any concerns, anything you want her to do? You have the embodiment of this place. You can place things where you need to place them. You can put your docents into there. You can name your seclusion area. You can do everything that you know about the library with this place and shift what you know with the library. Obviously, there will only be limitations based on the amount of astral energy, but since this is a nexus, this is now your area to put astral energies into the world, your aspects and your counter aspects as well.
I understand.
This is not ripping the lattice, this is using the structure of the lattice.
Can I appear here normally?
Yes, you can.
For essentially free of charge, right? Because
that is
my space.
Yep, within the walls of your nexus you can appear. Is that what you're going to do?
I'm actually just going to come strolling out from behind a bookcase.
He walks out and Cardenas stands before you, Marjorie.
Oh, hello. I realize you had made it. Welcome to the Library of Azura.
Thanks. It was quite a rough ride here. Forgive me for maybe not smelling as nice as I would like to.
Well, honestly, I thought you were going to come here by natural means, but that's neither here nor there. Welcome. That was a lot quicker than I expected, and I'll have to find some way to send you back, I guess. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Here is my domain, and we are safe from outside influence and other astral entities. Yeah, so I'm not really a god per se. I'm an astral concept of knowledge, or the seeking of knowledge.
As you're speaking to her, you notice words and stories that you do not recognize creeping into your mind, Cardenas. Stories of this world.
It's a little distracting, so I'm kind of not like swatting at an invisible gnat, but my head cocks to the side a little bit, and I'm not really looking at you. I'm kind of looking past you, over your shoulder, as I'm essentially reading these stories and comprehending them while also having this conversation.
I'm gonna make it look like I don't notice anything weird.
So, you said that you needed help understanding the presence, or
Yes, that was at the temple.
yes.
And from what I understood, it was two gods related to each other, but on the opposite sides of, I guess, good and bad. And
Well-
one of them wanted to kill me.
Well, first off, good and bad are relative. Secondly, there are a plethora of powerful entities that beings such as yourself would consider a god, me being one of them. And they are all positioned uniquely within their own pantheons. Not necessarily the antithesis of each other, but some of them are more yin and yang than others. What did this presence feel like? And I'm going to reach forward with my hand and just read her mind.
So you get
All
the
right.
flashes of everything that she experienced in the temple. You recognize the symbols on the ground around each one of the thrones, because now that you can finally see them in her mind, as being astral language that was used by Azeron and every other avatar to control the universe. It is the instructional set of the universe, astral runes. And within those astral runes, you realize that each one of them is a sigil of power of an astral being of some type, concept, authority, or will. These different sizes represent the reach of their domain in this world. The intensity represents the amount of resource they have.
So each of the thrones is essentially relevant to a different astral entity.
Actually,
And-
not well. Let me also just add this: he did sense 4, right? And technically 10 thrones, but he only sensed 4 astral beings. So these
So far,
astral
there are only 4.
Correct. These 4
With-
astral beings seem to have claimed these leftover thrones.
You said I can read them, right? So which 4 are they? I know one of them is me, right?
One of them is
And
you.
one of-
One of them is Wilhelm. One of them, you look at the throne of the enduring flame. You recognize the language of the Zanzola Empire.
That is what I thought.
One of them, you recognize the sigils of Larakos.
Interesting. And the hostile presence?
And the last one, you recognize sigils of madness and blood.
Recoil from the memory and get
As
physically
you
stunned.
recognize those sigils of madness and blood in your mind, you see visions of his face screaming in madness in a chamber filled with spiraling astral energy, being burnt and controlled by empathy, entropy of morphing and chaos. He stands in a sea of blood underground with a liquid of astral energy pouring into a great beast before him.
Do I know who him is?
You know who him is. You damn well know who him is. If you want me to say he who shall not be named, then I will.
No. The beast is who I think it is, right? And then he is the astral entity. Cool. So I will recoil from the vision.
You feel
And
a
then-
taste of copper and batteries in your mouth as you remembered his face, almost as if just thinking of him allows him to see you.
Then I'll look up at her very intently, and I will say, something is very wrong in this world. It appears astral beings are going to war over it. I don't know how to help. It's not my way. I'm a concept. I'm not an avatar of authority or will. I can't manifest in the world and affect physical changes. Can't raise an army. I empower individuals to operate on my behalf. I don't know how to save your world alone. Not all of those entities are hostile. Really only the one. Some of them may even help us. Others will only pursue their own gains, but they're not a danger to the world. Which throne is it? It's the one with the red stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Crimson Fang. The throne of the Crimson Fang. the god behind its power.
As you're
He is
talking to her, all of the knowledge inside of her codex absorbs into your mind. You are now familiar with all of the thrones of this world, though its history is still questionable to you, which is very curious.
as if it's in flux
Yes.
or unknown.
A little bit of both, actually.
Okay, file that away for later. Anyway, what?
Constantine, in your pocket, the pages of the codex begin to rustle.
Right, I'm gonna take him out of the pocket.
Forgotten codex begins to glow in the presence of knowledge.
Does it point me towards maybe a book where the rest of the pages are?
No, just in the presence of Cardenas, the knowledge, it glows, and it seems
Alright, I'm gonna-
to be attracted to him.
I see. I'm gonna show the pages to Cardenas and ask him, do you know where the rest of them are?
I want to inspect that book.
That code. The page review. Page 3.
I can just scholar that, right?
Yep,
Because I can essentially read it instantly since we're in the library,
that is correct. And so I'm transferring the pages over right now.
or at least attempt to read it. I don't. You said it's lost, so maybe it doesn't work the same. I'm not sure how this magical artifact works.
As you scholar that, the words begin to appear on the page. Page 2 added. You notice, as this book is opening itself to you, you realize that some of these pages contain religious texts. The other pages, they don't seem like that they were actually part of this. They just happen to be recipes for chicken soup.
All the pages that are recipes for chicken soup, I'm going to pull out.
Page 3 revealing. That one's revealed. Q, you actually unlocked it for the player quest. Player quest discovered. There is a quest discovered in these pages called the Secrets Within the 7 Pages, and that is being added to the book shortly. I gave you permission to the book as well, by the way, Carlos. I'll send an alert out to those that have it here shortly. Big information dump. I gotta be careful with this because there's a lot. I didn't have these separated into player facing yet, so I'm pulling all my notes out of it real quick. I think that's it. Every two research method of revelation of a unique page to see lore unlocked. Failure, psychic damage. All right, so I think I've got the information on the book updated. I'm gonna push out an update from the book to Cordanzir 7 pages because there we go. Cool. Alright, saving changes, and I am alerting the party chat. Give it a second to refresh. And where are you at, my buddy? Consulate. There we go. Changes and alert sent. I don't think this is fucking alerting shit. Oh, you did. It went through that time. It even went to yours too, Lucian. I don't know why the other one wasn't alerting you. That's so weird. So that's a big chunk, guys. That's a huge chunk. Alright.
Holy shit. You fucking bastard.
Why do you say that?
I just read the book. What do you mean?
Why are you calling me a bastard?
That's crazy. That's really good. This shit's real good. Now a whole lot makes sense.
Do you really know the truth behind it? There's one more mystery.
No,
About
but,
the 11th throne and who that is?
Right. I don't know that, but I'm starting to get all of these, and now it's like, oh, now I understand things from the other campaign much better too.
That's the whole point of it, man. Just be glad this was revealed inside the library. The portal begins to destabilize.
Have fun.
Okay, bye, Frank. All the pages revealed, and she can read that?
Yo, I actually feel terrible. I feel like Frank never said a word.
Well,
I forgot he was here.
He didn't. He wanted to work. I told him not to do that.
So I'm going to shut it, and I'm going to give it back to her. I'm going to say, be careful who you show that to and how deeply you delve. Truth is within, but the secrets are dangerous. And those who wove them will come to silence you.
Thank you for the warning. I'll be careful.
You really should get back, or it's going to be a very long walk. And I gesture toward the portal. But first, take this, and I'll give her the amulet of Azura.
Oh, shit, really? Fuck. Oh, I need to... Where's...
Broke the game again.
No, not really. But it's going to make shit really fucking interesting. I gotta pull it up.
Well, it's an astral item. Can she even have this?
She can, but I don't think she can use it yet.
Well, then would I know that? The whole reason I'm giving it to her is just so she could come back here.
Yes, but
when you need it.
yes, but getting it to her in any other position is going to be a little bit hard. If you give it to her now, she can store it until she can learn to use astral energy, which is at level 15 because she's she's already come in contact with you. The rules of awakening, if you remember, you have to be level 15 and come in contact with an astral being.
Oh god, that was so long ago.
So do you want me to put it in her equipment in her backpack? Amulet of Azra is in your backpack. She can't use it yet because she can't channel astral energy. Astral energy has to go into it for it to work. And that's a part I can't talk about because that's locked away in Americus's book.
But it should at least, when she can use it, it should proc her.
And she'll be able to use it at that point.
I could dude, I could buff you up. I could give you so many things.
In the corner of the library, you notice one of the couches starts to change color into green.
Nice.
Have some hidden symbolism?
Yeah.
It's a thinking chair. It's the chair of fast thought.
All right, I'm gonna go get in the chair of fast thought.
You should probably jump in that portal.
Oh.
And get back.
All right.
As quick as possible. Are you getting in the portal? You go to the portal. I need Constitution and a Dex save, please. The librarian has his nexus in the world.
I want to roll Astral Sense. Would I notice the transfer of that item?
You could roll for sense.
I did. I rolled a 28.
28. With your envoy being where he's at, he's actually extremely close to the city right now. Your envoy would know that there is something of value in the major capital. Something of value just caught his senses in the major capital. Because technically where your guy appeared is like a suburb of the main capital. So your guy was traveling south down to Tropica, and it was going to take him a while to get there. But as he's traveling away, he just sensed something pop into existence in the major capital.
Oh, then he would feel everything on me, right?
Pretty much.
But I am of extreme value to you.
Yes.
Yeah, because I would notice the transfer of anything from one realm to another.
Yep.
So
now that you have envoys, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, your guy's he's way too far away for this. Like, I don't think you'll ever be able to roll an astral sense high enough for him to sense that.
Hang on. Isn't this still my realm?
Yes, but...
So it wouldn't be until she steps out of the portal.
Correct.
Right.
So he would sense the item of value.
Oh, that's right, in Tropica. Sorry, my bad. I was thinking because she was going through the portal and
yeah, she's not walking outside.
Sorry, that's my fault. I guided you the wrong way. My fault. My bad. I'm still trying
I was just trying to figure out how his sense thing worked, and honestly, how my library worked.
But... No, you had it right. I was doing it wrong. Okay. My bad. Your envoy senses the direction that he is heading is something of value just appeared in that direction, covered in puke.
So did I puke again?
Yes, you did. And you plopped out on your ass, and Wilhelm looks down at you. Wilhelm, your portal is destabilizing. Do you want to release it?
I want to poke my head through and yell last call.
Cardenas, you hear that?
I'm already here.
Send her back through. She's back.
Who would have? Who was it we were talking about sensing that other than me?
Your envoy. I was talking about Yumi. Yumi's guy is in a very remote location.
So he did not sense it?
No, he did not sense it. And there's a reason why, but it actually has to do with where Yumi's guy is at, and I don't want to give that information away, right? So other things can interfere with senses if you are inside of them.
Yes, including intentional clouding of perception.
We're gonna get in a bidding war. Marjorie, you skid out and land on the ground. Frank said, "See you guys later." He had to go eat. His mom got him food, so
I get it. He wasn't playing.
No, he just wanted to get a boat. So I said, "You'll have to ditch a whole session if you want a fucking boat." And he said, "I don't care. I want a boat." I said, "All right."
How big is this boat? Small fishing boat?
It's got a little hutch on the back where you can sit under it and sleep under it. Thing. It's like a fishing boat, basically.
Can we all fit on it?
It holds 8 people.
Little schooner.
We will probably greatly appreciate this boat, so I don't mind him sacrificing a whole session.
Well, that was his whole thing. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I just want a boat. I was like,
it can come in handy. Having a boat might be nice.
All right, Marjorie, you skid out of the portal. Wilhelm time is almost up for existing in this realm.
One more time.
You're running out of time.
Oh, so I'm gonna throw up the deuce to Marge, and then just fucking.
He threw up the deuce and said, "Peace out, Large Marge." All right.
I'm still trying to collect myself.
They would be. Let me go up to Tarstead Ranch, and then we're going to probably end with the Chiral Forest scene. Sorry I've been so slow on this, guys. I did not have my shit together like I normally do.
It's fine. It's the first session back. We had to get roped back into the story and what was happening too.
That's why I told Frank, I was like, yeah, it's probably your best time to do this, to be honest with you. You wouldn't want to be missing out on a lot of stuff because this session's going to be a lot of setup. Americas, during this time that's happening right now, you're negotiating with the old lady and her four daughters. I'm going to hit you next, and then we'll go to the Chiral Forest after you. Lucien, you arrive at the Tarlstead Ranch fields. Just below the surface of the dirt, you can see skeletons of many different cows. You see a couple of dead calves that have been ripped apart in the far left-hand side of the field. There's some giant bales of hay. There's only 3 cows left alive. Look over towards the fence towards the north, the Chiral Forest North that is right at the edge of the fence, and it seems like a very dark forest. Not inviting east was. This is a dense forest. It feels as though something is in there.
Let me walk over to the skeletons of the cows to the left.
The bodies or the skeletons?
Are the skeletons on the way to the bodies?
Yeah.
I want to get to the bodies, but I wanted the skeletons.
All of these are skeletons. These little bumps like this.
That's what I thought.
They're all skeletons just beneath the top layer of dirt.
Let me bend down and just inspect them. Or investigate, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Specifically looking for damage to the bones.
Yep.
Right, that's pretty much all that would be left.
You need a 10 or higher. There you go. All right. You notice there are teeth marks in the bones.
How large do I think the bite radius of this animal is?
It's smaller than a human, but every tooth looks like it was a sharp tooth.
But it doesn't, it has a round bite print?
Very round. Not like a round U-shaped human, but more spread out side to side round. If you put 2 of them together, it might make a circle.
Weird. Let me go over to the bodies. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Go ahead and investigate. Alright, with that investigation on these calves, you would definitely know that it's not anything crazy that split them open. It looks like they were ripped open by a jagged blade from their throat to their back. And then on their inside, there seems to be claw marks as well, where the heart was removed. The brain was removed by the skull being cracked, and then pulled open by a set of claws. And the same thing, scratch marks where it's scooped.
And then let me go to the north fence line and look on the...
On the post on the outside, you see a symbol of runes. And on these runes, they seem to be carved in by a claw. Roll another investigate to receive any more information from that. That's the plain as day what you get from perceiving. I'll give you this. The runes at the top seem to be carved much longer ago than the runes at the bottom. The runes at the bottom seem to be pretty fresh.
And they appear to be of the same origin?
Yes. But it is not a human language. It is very crude.
That's really all I got. I want a book. I don't think I have paper or anything. I do. I have a book. I'm going to take one of the pages out of my College of Bards book, one of the blank ones, in the back or the front, just one that's pretty blank, and try and make an etching of the runes with dirt or whatever I've got to hand.
Let's see. Anybody can do that, so there's no roll needed for that. Go ahead, and you make an etching of the runes, and there you go. You have it with you. I'll make something for you, put it in your books later.
And that's it. I'm going to head back to... What time is it?
It's pretty much midday.
And it's going to take how long to get home?
It'll take a couple hours. That's about it, really.
All right, I'm going to head to the tavern.
Oh, man. Bunkhouse. There we go. Americas. All right. You approach the door where they said that they would be located at.
What's happened? What'd you say?
I said you approached the door where the old lady and her 4 daughters said that they would be located at.
So this is the bunkhouse?
Yep.
Oh, we've been here before.
This is where Baltan was staying.
stayed in his drawer, didn't I?
Yep.
Knock on the door.
The door creaks open. One of the daughters looks out. Yes, how can I help you?
I'm responding to a resume I received at the bakery here.
Oh, you're the baker boy. Come on in. The baker boy's here. Oh, yes, yes. Hello there. My name is Gertrude.
I want to. Do I need to? On a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive are they?
The daughters are pretty attractive.
Okay, good. They're okay. They passed the mustard test. So I'm actually looking to have someone start tomorrow. If y'all think y'all are up for it.
I like those names. Ilana and Talana.
And Gertrude.
And their mom's name is Gertrude. Well, I would have to take a look at your bakery and make sure that it's shipped shore, but I've heard good things about the Batal Bakery. How did you come by it?
It's
A family bakery. Ah, I had one myself until the unrest in the capital started happening. I decided to flee for the safety of my daughters.
Oh, well, what I would like to do is have y'all come tomorrow morning and, or if we should come by tomorrow morning and check out the bakery, and if you like what you see, we should give it a run for the day and see if it's going to work out. And then afterwards, we should discuss pay.
Well, can you at least tell me the neighborhood of what the payment would be? You see, I am a master baker, and I do not work for cheap. My daughters are all trained by me. We have recipes that have been passed down for generations, and I will bring considerable talent to your bakery. But if it's not even in the right neighborhood of what I should be paid, then maybe I should approach the magistrate and ask.
I understand. However, regardless of the quality of your goods, if they're not being purchased, there's no sense in baking them. However,
my dear boy, I promise you, we will show tomorrow morning, and I will bake something so special for you that my talents can never be questioned again.
very well. I think you're going to like the arrangement that I have in mind. However, I do not want to spoil everything with discussion of wages.
Understood. Now, I can say that we can have a temporary agreement, but I have one rule, young man. Stay away from my daughters.
Done.
She extends her hand.
And I shake her hand.
She says, very well. This seems like a nice arrangement, and I can tell from your face you seem like somewhat of a nice boy, but you've got those sharp business edges I see too as well. Those I can respect. Now, I will retire to my nap. If you could, show my daughters around the town, and then let them know where they can buy groceries and get things set up as well. But remember, stay away from my daughters. You can be friends, but nothing more. Their talents are rooted in their focus on their work.
Wonderful. And then I just leave. And I say, ladies.
The four daughters perk up really happy, and they start following you. As they follow you down the hall, you hear them snickering and saying words to one another as they follow you. You want to roll perception to see if you can hear what they're saying?
Yes. Let me switch to the correct place.
Oh, you hear it. Alana says, he's so cute. Ileana says, yes, I just want to hug him like a teddy bear. Ilana says, you girls are crazy. I think he's handsome. And then Thalion whispers back to him, I wonder how big it is.
And then I want to now sprint and then use my stealth.
Sprint.
I'm going to stealth. I'm going to go out the door and stealth into the shadows.
Roll stealth. They're commoners, dude. I'll roll perception on them, but it's a flat D20 roll. They don't even have skills.
Because I already know what's going on. When Mama says stay away from the girls, that means they're crazy.
They are. Critical fail, dude. They failed. You actually stealth. No shit. They actually rolled a 1.
Nice.
You stealth away. The girls come out. They're looking around. Where did he go? I thought he was going to show us around the town. Talana says, just like some good dick to get away.
Oh,
And she goes back. All forest crew, you're up. You guys arrive in the grove.
I totally forgot Mom wanted me to show him around, but no, I ain't getting involved in that.
Probably best. I was gonna test you for sure. All right, let me pull up my chart real quick.
What I'll do in my spare time is I'll draft a letter with all the different places they can stop by and look at stuff for the goods, and then I'll have it hand delivered to them by someone.
Thalion and Baltan, you approach the Faeward Tree. He begins to stir, and his voice rings out.
Baltan, welcome back.
Hello, friend. I have brought someone here that is, David, what do you again?
The Fenris.
Fenris, yes.
Yeah.
And he would like to know more about himself. Is there anything that you can help us with on that?
Takes a long yawn. The branches lift back as if he were lifting hair out of his eyes. But the sunlight hits Thalion, and he goes,
Ah, yes.
He looks at you, Baltan, and he says,
Child of root.
and then he looks at Thalion and he says,
Child of hunger. You carry the ancient scent of elder wind. Yes, I remember the Fenris long before your cities, before even the druids were named. There were beasts who were not beast. They walked in mortal skin, but their hearts beat with the rhythm of ancient storms. The Fenris were one such line, a race born from the wild moon, not cursed by it. They were not shapeshifters, they were evolutions, not made, not turned, but grown. The Fenris did not howl, they ruled, packless and proud, few in numbers, terrible in rage, yet calm in silence. They were warriors, wanderers, and judges and executioners of the wild itself. But time thinned them. Their bloodlines became myth, and now I feel it pulsing in you, stranger.
A breeze stirs. Leaves scatter into a spiral around Thalion's feet.
But I do not know your name, not the true name that you carry inside of you. I cannot speak of your pack nor your line. That truth is buried in the lands I do not root within. The memory is not in the forest here, but in stone and blood, guarded by your own. It is not mine to give. If you seek who you are, then look not in the bark, but in the mirror. But beware, for the Fenris remember themselves. The world does too.
The tree falls silent again, and his voice fading to the stillness of the grove, almost as if it was relaxing to an ancient of magic that would lull one to sleep.
So look at Baltan.
Does that help you in any way, Thalion?
It was confirming, reassuring, yes.
Well, now that we have more information on that, I believe we can either try to get another check out that forest at the bottom there, what's going on with that, or we can go back to the village and go see what everyone's doing.
Baltan, open up your inventory. The goats collected 4 bundles of moss for you, 2 nightshade blooms, and some sap.
everyone's bald.
Oh, I didn't scroll down. 4 grass spires.
All right.
There's your gather.
Thank you very much, fellow goats.
The bloodhawk flies over and lands on Thalion's shoulder.
Oh, the big white.
Hello, bird.
Well, I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot accomplished tonight.
Game.
There was one more thing I was hoping that Lucian was going to do, but we had a lot going on, so that'll probably be next session. Because now that he has... You as a player...
Didn't advance far enough.
What'd you say?
Time didn't advance far enough.
Correct. But well, next session will be the nighttime, so we can go forward with that. Because you got some clues. As a player, you're gonna have to like that whole thing about playing avatars and everything else. You have to compartmentalize your knowledge. You know what I mean? But going forward, man, after you have that meeting, and then as a player having this meeting, you're gonna draw so many things together that it's ridiculous. And then we can start the actual adventure because you guys are above 5 and rocket ship time.
Did we roll today? No?
We rolled at the end of the last session when the hurricane passed over the night. We rolled at that one, but next session we'll roll again because it'll probably be ending the day and becoming a new day. There's a couple rolls that need to happen for people realizing their concepts and stuff like that. So I know that Cardenas is going to need to roll 3 times, and Wilhelm's going to need to roll 1, 2, 3 as well. So I've got those notes here though, but we'll do that in our next rolling cycle. How about that? Does that sound good to everybody?
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When do you want to spend my points, now or next time?
No, I'll just do it offline, and when we get back, we'll start it with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
And is Marjorie my voice? We haven't got that far
You
yet.
haven't got that far yet, but you can name her as your voice.
Next
Name her as your
interaction,
voice.
like
Yeah, and then of course she gets the appropriate title that comes with that.
correct. And then I can start buffing her with stuff.
Very much so, because then she becomes your anchor in that world, right?
The same way that I was for the Lazura.
Correct. And the other Avatar guys, y'all's envoys, work that way. Anytime your envoy's around, you can act through your envoy pretty much at will. You'll have to make some rolls, but your rolls are a lot less. Like these guys as concepts, because they don't necessarily have an anchor, they have extremely high rolls that they need to beat. As an avatar of authority, when you have an envoy, you have a direct consciousness that you have taken over and possessed in this world, right? And their body is of this world. So you don't have to go through great lengths to be able to sense something. You are empowering their senses that are already existent in this reality. So your rolls are a lot less, but you have to think about move time and things like that, where these guys can zap around different places. They just have to make higher rolls.
Nice.
I don't know if anybody looked at it, but the whole envoy thing, there's a secret about envoys. If you guys that have envoys, if y'all go read your envoy page, there's actually a secret about envoys on who you can tell who is actually an envoy. It's a little thing. It's pretty cool. I thought it was an interesting tip to put in there. And I'm not going to reveal the identities of your envoys because we don't need players or other avatars knowing who they are. That way I can play them and bring them through a scene and enact your actions without nobody knowing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Good run.